Hi, I'm Rachel, and today we're not in the garden, we're sitting in my lounge room because I've got something very exciting that I want to share with you. This arrived today, which is my Baker Creek seed order, so I can't believe I had the restraint to not open this. So firstly, I'm going to show you what I grew last year and tell you what I've done well with, and then we're going to open this together and see what new seeds I've got for the new growing season. Okay, so we're going to start with the tomatoes, and first up we have this cherry tomato, chocolate pear, so it's got an interesting shape and colour. I really enjoyed this one, so I'll be growing that one again. Then we also have this one. I love the colouring on this one, the large barred boar. This was really tasty tomato, and I really enjoyed the stripy effect that is on this tomato. And this absolute cutie, the Micro Tom, loved this one. It was a little bit, it didn't grow so well. It's super cute, but not the most productive, I'm sure you can imagine. But I love the idea of growing this and gifting it to people for hostess gifts or anything like that. So that's a really great one. And Baker Creek is amazing. Whenever you buy seeds, they give you some freebies. So they also sent me this Russian tomato. So it's a purple Russian one. And I love the seed package here. So this is a freebie from Baker Creek, and that's the tomatoes that I grew from them last year. We move on now to some of the herbs that I grew last year. Cilantro, this one, I love the flavor of cilantro, but it tends to bolt in our hot weather here in Dubai. So definitely only for the cooler months, this one, but I love cilantro. Spring onions, I didn't go so well with this. I'm not sure what I did wrong. I've got some seeds left, but I think that with onions, you can only really grow them in the first year. So I'm not sure what went wrong there, but try that one again. Sage did really well. Love eating sage. It goes great with chicken and all sorts of different dishes. So it's a really lovely herb. That one did great. I was able to keep some of this and dry it as well. So we were able to eat dry sage throughout the summer. We also have marjoram. I don't cook with marjoram a lot, but something different. Always nice to try different herbs. Oregano, we eat a lot of Italian food, so this one got used a lot. It grew really well, likes the warm weather, it did fine, so we were able to grow a lot of this and dry it and use it dried throughout the summer too. And I was lucky enough to get a couple of more free ones from Baker Creek. So we have the lemon bee balm, so that was really nice. I love the smell of that. I love anything citrus and lemony, it's really good. And also dill, so I loved the dill. I'd never grown it before. Absolutely amazing. We grew so much dill. We put it in pickles, also dried some of it, so I used dill in a lot of meals, so really great one. Okay, so now some of the fruiting plants. Eggplant, love eggplant, one of my favorite veggies to eat. This one does well, of course, in the summer, so definitely growing eggplant again this year. Jenny Lind melon, this one is so cute. There's these tiny little melons, really nice flavor, just sort of individual sized melons. So really enjoyed this one, so definitely growing it again this year. Jalapenos are a great chili for me because I don't like super hot food, so that's great for our garden. The Mexican sour gherkins. Have anyone had any success with these? I really didn't do very well. I love the idea that they were these tiny little melons, or mouse melons, sometimes they're called. Super cute, but these did not go well for me. So I'll try again this year, see what happens. Maybe I'll have a better year. And also squash. I've not done so great with squash yet. I love to eat squash. I've ordered some different varieties, so I'll see how I go, but not so great with the squash so far. Also, okra. Love okra. I didn't eat it that much until I started growing it, but now that I've started growing it, it's one of my favorites in the kitchen. Really, really good. Love it. And we've got some peas. Struggled a bit with these. I think it's got to do with the heat. They didn't like the heat so much, so I'm going to try again in the cooler months this year. And edamame, love edamame. I didn't go so well with these ones. So we'll see how I go this year. Perhaps it's experience, or maybe it was my soil. I'm gonna try edamame again and see how I go. Okay, so with the root veggies, I only grew a few this year. We got these little finger carrots. These were really cute, nice flavor. So I'll definitely be growing those again. And also another freebie, these Amarillo yellow carrots. So these did really well. It was really nice to have a mix of orange and yellow carrots in the kitchen. So nice variety there. And also radishes. Radishes are such a great one for the garden. It's like instant gratification. They grow so quickly and they're really nice fresh in salads or pickled, or you can even roast them, which is a really nice way to use your radishes. The leafy greens that I've been growing include amaranth. This Chinese multicolored spinach did so well for us. It's a good one for hot weather when lettuce goes to seed. You can still use this in salads, and it's also good to stir fry. So this one's been fantastic. It's gone to seed. I've been able to collect the seeds, so I'll definitely be growing this again. Kale's always a winner in the garden. This 1,000 head kale gives you really big leaves. So you just keep on cutting the leaves and the plants will grow for several months. So this is a great one. Also bok choy, love doing stir fries. So this is a great option for your stir fries. Did really well, and it just keeps on growing and growing throughout the season. So I got really good harvest from the bok choy. And Swiss chard, love the colors. It's just so pretty, so it really just makes your meals even more enjoyable because you're getting your fresh veggies, but it's also really pretty. So definitely growing this one again this year. Something that's so important in the garden is making sure that you've got beneficial flowers to attract the pollinators. So I only grew a couple last year. I grew these two. So we've got the marigold. I love this white variety. It's just so pretty. And also the calendula. So again, I really like white flowers. So grow both of these. I've got some more beneficials that I'm going to be growing new this year. So I'm really excited to attract those pollinators into my garden. I actually ordered twice this year, so I've got some new ones that I haven't started growing yet, in addition to my new seeds that have arrived today. So I've ordered some corn. I've never grown corn before. My parents grew it when I was little, but I'm curious to see how this will go in Dubai. So I've got some corn. I think I'm going to leave that until next summer and see how I go with that one. Trying another melon. I'm a big fan of rock melons. So this one was described as having a lovely flavor. So I'm excited to try this one and have a bit of variety in the melons that I'm growing in the garden. A new radish, giant of Sicily. So Sicily's in the south of Italy and has warmer weather. So I thought this would be a good one for us to try here in Dubai. This zucchini was described as being one of the most prolific. So just a regular green zucchini, but really prolific. So I'm hoping that this will improve my success with squash this year. Purslaine's used a lot in local salads here, so I wanted to give this one a try, a bit of variety and something new. This one is a new one, and Baker Creek described this as having such a wonderful flavor. So because I love my stir fries and my greens so much, I really wanted to give this a try. I like the dark color of the leaves on this one, so I think that'd be really nice. A new flower that I'm trying is lavender. So this one's meant to be a bit better variety for the warmer weather. I think it will still not last through the summers, but I think, you know, with our long growing season, I can plant this in a few weeks and have some lavender in the garden. So I just love the smell of lavender. It's so pretty and relaxing in the evenings as well. And thank you again, Baker Creek, my free seed variety. How cool is this red lettuce? So this is a Merlot variety, and I'm just really interested to give this a go. I've never grown a lettuce that's this red color before, so something really interesting for our salads this year. Thank you very much. Okay, now it's exciting. I get to open my package. Okay, let's see if I can get in here. Christmas. Okay. Oh, Awesome. Okay, so a new carrot variety for us. This one's a bit of a thicker variety, a bit more stout, and this one's described as having a really nice flavor. So this is the Kuroda carrot. So I'll be doing some videos on the Kuroda carrot and see how I go with that one. Nice. So one of the beneficial flowers, we've got borage. So there's different colors of the borage, but I went for the white variety because I like white flowers in my garden so much. So this is a really good one to attract the pollinators. So I'm looking forward to adding that to my garden. Ooh, free seeds. Look at this. Free seeds. Thank you. Canary bird. This is a zinnia. Lovely. Look at that yellow pretty flower. Zinnias. So this is a good one. Awesome. Yay. I'm so excited. Okay, this one I ordered for a friend. This one's meant to be really spicy. So arugula variety, a rocket variety, but it's a wasabi one. So this one's meant to have a really spicy flavor, even more so than different rocket varieties. So I might steal a couple of these before I pass this on. But it looks like a nice one. Oh, okay. This sunflower is absolutely massive. So it's called Mongolian Giant, and this one's meant to be really good for actually collecting the sunflowers, that's the seeds that you could eat. So I'm curious to grow this one. I think it'd just be so amazing to have these massive big sunflowers in the garden. Definitely put a smile on my face if I can grow one of these. Okay, red noodle beans. This is so much fun. I forgot what I ordered, so this is like surprise. Red noodle beans. These long beans in red color. So these are meant to be a good one for beans in warmer weather. So looking forward to growing these up a trellis and utilizing that vertical space to hopefully get a really good bean harvest. This is Momolo basil. It's very much like a normal Genovese one, but the leaves are meant to be really big. So I was running out of basil seeds for the traditional basil. So topping up my seed collection with these. Ooh. This one's interesting, red Malabar spinach. So this is again another variety that I've picked because it's good for the warm weather. And this one will grow up a trellis, and it also apparently gets little purple berries. So it's meant to be really good for our weather and also really nutritious. So really excited to be giving this one a go. Okay, Yod Fa broccoli. This is a Chinese broccoli. And again, I picked this one because it was described as having such a really nice flavor, one of the Baker Creek seed favorites. So I think this one's going to do well in our garden. It's not a traditional heading broccoli. It's more of an Asian style broccoli. So again, a bit more suited to the warm weather that we have here in Dubai. Do you think I've ordered too many seeds? Yes, maybe you're right. Golden beets, trying some new root vegetables. I really like the idea of these golden beets rather than the red beets, which always get red all over your fingers. So I'm excited to try these. It's beautiful yellow color. Something just a little bit different. These are beans, black turtle beans. So they've got a really dark color. I just thought this would be really interesting to try. And these are ones that you grow for the bean rather than eating the whole pod. So I'm curious to try these and see if I can maybe grow some and dry some to eat later on. So interesting one. Ooh. Look at this color, lovely red nasturtium. So these are actually edible flowers and have a really peppery flavor. So again, I'm going to be growing these up a trellis this year. Really loving that bright red color. That's stunning. Rio Grande Verde tomatillos. I haven't grown tomatillos before, but I love salsa. I love tomatoes. So this looks like a really nice variety. It says they get very large 3 to 4 ounce fruits. So I'm excited to try these and see if I can make some green salsa verde. Beet alpha cucumbers. These are a variety that don't require pollination. So I've had some challenges with the cucumbers in the past. I don't know if it was pollination, but when I saw this one, I thought I would give this a try and see if I do better with this variety. Almost at the end. Nero di Toscana, the black kale. Another kale variety. I like to grow a few varieties of kale, so this will be a nice one for the garden. Lovely for fresh and also to saute. Apparently you can juice this as well. Very last seed. Ooh, and one that I'm very much looking forward to trying. I like to have a chamomile as I'm going to bed, and if I can grow my own organic chamomile in the garden and make my own teas, I just think that will be so wonderful. So very much excited to see how I go with some chamomile. It's just lovely. Okay, so that is the end of my seeds that I have picked up from Baker Creek. I think I've gone a little bit too crazy. I just thought I'd mention as well one of my favorite local seed suppliers here in Dubai. So My Farm Dubai does some really amazing seeds. I really like these ones because they're grown here locally in our weather, so the plants are acclimatized to our weather. So I've got some red cherry tomatoes from them, some coriander. I mentioned that my coriander has bolted in the past, so I'm hoping I'll have better luck with the local coriander that's probably a bit better climatized. So that's a nice one. Pak choy, Chinese cabbage. Again, not too experienced with cabbage, but absolutely love making kimchi. So the Chinese cabbage will be nice for my kimchi. Love doing fermented foods. It's a great way to preserve food from home. And Molokhia, this is one I've already tried in the garden. It's been growing really well throughout summer. The Egyptian Molokhia is a lovely, lovely green that you can use as a replacement for spinach. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Until next time, happy gardening.